So I seek your permission to record this section, and thank you everyone. So I think we are good to go. We are good to go. So other people will surely join us. So once again, my name is Ridwan Ademola. I'm going to be your moderator tonight, and the purpose of this call, the purpose of this section is HVN onboarding session is for us to come here to understand what the organization we are volunteering with, what they have done, what they are doing, and what we are all going to do together uh in few days and going forward. So, and I just want you all to confirm when I'm sharing my screen that you can see it. So, just confirm when you can see my screen that you can see it, please. So please kindly confirm if you can see my screen. So I will appreciate it in the comment section, please. If you can see my screen, just say hi. Hi is fine. Just two or one person. I'm waiting for you, please. I want this onboarding to be okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm good to go. So good evening everyone. My name is Redon Ademola and I am the director of welfare and volunteering for Earth Volunteer Nigeria, which you are joining. And Earth Volunteer Nigeria as is not just a Earth Volunteer organization that doesn't know what they are doing. So tonight, um, I'm going to first introduce uh, our ED, and he's on call. He's the founder. He doesn't like calling himself founder or any position. He just wants to be himself. He's our servant volunteer with HVN, the persons of Mr. Shijuade Eshiloku Abdul Bashit. Please, sir, can you unmute yourself and you are welcome aboard, sir. Mr. Abdul Bashit, are you with us, sir? I saw him not quite okay. Please,
Yeah, very well, very
thank you,
well.
sir.
Uh, okay, so thank you for first of all correcting yourself when you said the founder. Okay, so good evening everyone. My name is Abdulbasit Shitwadi Akin Shidoku, and I believe every one of us who is on this call must have seen emails signed by me. So kind of you might have familiarized yourself with that name, right? So I want to appreciate you especially for uh, being on board. Yes, because we are a very serious organization, and this thing we are doing tonight is more or less, how do I put it? It's more or less like the beginning of a new working with volunteers since the past 7 years, right? And we are taking a new turn. We are taking a new turn. So when we begin to discuss more about the organization, you would see what the progress looks like and what we are trying to achieve with this process. I think I'll be able to explain that better. But for now, let me just appreciate you for joining. And I do hope that we have a seamless onboarding session tonight. Thank
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Abdul. And that's very short. And the information you share with us. I believe many of us we we have tapped from what you just said to us. So without wasting our time, I will quickly go deeply into why we are here and the so when before going into it, I would like to um, recognize one of our powerful expo in person of Mrs. Kafilat Olariwaju. I will call her Akin. Please, can you please introduce yourself, ma? Just give us a short words so that we can be motivated. So, madam, you can unmute yourself, ma.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mrs. Akin Tomiwa, and I'm the secretary of Earth Volunteer Nigeria Initiative. I'd like to welcome both the existing members and the new ones. Welcome on board. I'm sure this session you're going to learn so much, and I'm sure that we are going to work together to achieve this foundation. That HVN is an organization that focuses on health and would also like everyone's support. We are all here because we are all Health Volunteer Nigeria Initiative. So I really, really hope that we put in our best and we learn a lot from this session that we would practicalize. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam. And I I don't know why everybody in Midland they are just sharing short things, but powerful information. So thank you so much, madam. So I welcome you all, everyone, and I believe all of you can see my screen and why we the HVN. Why are we HVN? Why are we Earth Volunteer Nigeria? One of the reasons is to empower, and not just to empower, we are empowering. So, and we transform lives. So, and the mission of this organization is to improve access to quality health care and also to promote health education and empower undeserved communities. I remember in some years back when HVN did a program in Agboyi Ketu where we impacted lives. And a lot of people here, they they want to see us again. They were like, oh, this is fine. And we are making part in different communities. So we are not just saying this for saying sake. We practice what we do. And the vision of this organization is in Nigeria where everyone has access to affordable quality health care. And I can tell you that Nigeria today, you may not believe, but that's the reality that other people from other countries are visiting Nigeria for their healthcare. Many people won't believe it, but I must be honest with you. Even the former president of one country was in this country for medical treatment. You can see how big Nigeria is. And we have in the past and presently, we have a lot of people who are stakeholders in the states, in the country, and in other places that they are HVN volunteers. So, and I strongly believe that among people that are here tonight, we have change makers, the people who are changing things in their community. So, the core values of this organization is equity, collaboration, empowerment, compassion, and sustainability. You will agree with me that the whole world are they are working on SDG goals, and our goals in HVN is to no, it's not just to support the SDG goals, but we are imparting with it and we take it seriously beyond what you could imagine. So, who are we and who we are? HVN is a non-profit organization that are bridging the health gaps in Nigeria, and it was founded to empower undeserved communities with access to quality healthcare and health education. And this will make me to go back to some of the work that these organizations has done, what they did, the collaboration, the partnership they had with other organizations like JCI, YALI, I mean Young Africa Leaders Initiative Network, YALI RLC, Rotary, and so many organizations that they have uh, partnered with. So HVN is a network of passionate professionals. Yes, we know you are a professional, and we believe you're also an advocate. You advocate for positive change in your community, and we strongly believe that you are a serious volunteer who is committed to be there, who is committed to make impact in their community. And also, we believe that health is a fundamental human right. You will surely agree with me that health is wealth. And as I'm talking to you, if you are not healthy, you won't be on this call with us. So, how do you get involved? How do you join? The first step is what you have done, what you what you did by doing your registration, and also patiently waiting for the onboarding. What is this all about? And I must be honest with you, you have taken the right step. You have done well because HVN is not just an organization that they are not registered, and they are not just organization that they are just there for being there ever for that sake that I would not like to mention. So, as a volunteer, you are part of our mission. As a volunteer, uh, volunteer are part of our mission to save lives and to promote wellness. And also, we donate to support free medical services, health education, and life-saving interventions. I remember in I think 2018 when HVN did when they celebrated the World Blood Day, and that was awesome. The collaboration was between HVN and American Corner Space, Yaba. If you have volunteered with us for years, for more than 2, 3 years now, you agree with me that Radio Ademola is not lying or it's not saying something negative about HVN because I'm a person of integrity, and this organization also stands for integrity. So I've mentioned earlier that we partner and we collaborate with others, and also we also collaborate with individuals because we believe that together we can do better and we can make positive impact in our community. So if you have your organization, maybe you are also an NGO founder and you are thinking of what to do or you want to make impact in your community, why not partner with us? Partner with us and you will see that HVN, they are there. So how to donate and how to support Save Lives. Where this is it. We HVN, this is the HVN account. Don't be afraid because I'm showing you this because a lot of people will like, what's happening? We all need to understand this at the beginning so that it won't be like somebody there, the organization they are trying to do what is not with us. We encourage individuals to donate with us to help us to save lives. And you will agree with me during your registration. It was uh, it was there where we requested for your monthly, weekly premium and all this. Thing. So it is going to Mr. Shijuade is going to uh, say more on this. And you as a volunteer, what are your responsibilities? Please, before I proceed, I want to confirm you can hear me. Please, can anybody? Oh, so sorry, Regina. Can you all hear me, please? Anybody can just unmute, please.
I
Can
can
you
hear
unmute?
you. I
Okay,
can hear you.
okay. Another person, please. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear
Okay.
you clearly.
Okay, thank you so much. So, volunteers' responsibility. We are we have 5 point agenda, 5 things that we we stick to that will make you to support us and that will make you to be active with us. Without these 5, uh, your volunteering with us may likely going to have what I will not call key leg. You don't hear that from me. So, uh, the first thing is community engagement. The second one is support medical teams and also advocacy. The fourth one is reporting, while the fifth one, which is the first one, is professionalism. So, as as we do community engagement, we participate in health outreaches, awareness campaign, and educational programs. At the same time, we supporting medical team is is by assisting healthcare professionals during medical missions and screening. And the advocacy, we promote health education and awareness in our community and also in your own community. Also, the reporting, the document activities and the outcome is to ensure program effectiveness. One of it is when we want to have a program, we share the outline of the program, what we want to do, and what we our progress and where we are going. We share during, before, and after. So it's 3 things, when you are seeing some pictures, some people say before and after, but our own before, during, and after, or at the moment. So for now, I will I will also share with us the organizational overview and our site of operation. So AGN operates in undeserved communities across Nigeria, focusing on rural and marginalized areas. And also our department with the organization is medical service. Don't forget that we are Health Volunteer Nigeria, where we'll be talking more about medical health. Don't be afraid if you are not a medical person. You are not a doctor. Myself, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person. But HVN has impacted my life that I can do basic things for anything, for anybody that need any medical support. But HVN, they train their volunteers, they they carry them along, and no matter what we are going through, we still, even we're doing any program where we are doing, we don't just focus on our participants. We call our volunteers, come and check your BP, do this, do that. We give drugs and we recommend where it's needed. So we also provide medical service, free consultation and screening and treatment. And the one we have the capacity to do, like little drugs, little medications we provide. The one that we can't, we recommend, and we have competent doctors in the with us. We have qualified doctors and nurses among us. So health education awareness campaign and workshop. I said that earlier, and capacity building, we do training. I said that earlier, that we train our volunteers. And advocacy and partnership, with collaboration with government agencies, NGO, and local communities. I, I made mention of Yali, RLC, Yali Network, America Corner, and some other JCI, Rotary, and others that we have volunteered with. So we have 3 categories and benefits. I will from here. I would like to pause and call Edith for him to share more light with us so that everybody will understand better and better. So, Mr. Shijuade, I would like to have you here before I proceed, sir. You can unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, I would like everyone to mute so that they will be able to hear ourselves. Please, who is that person in the house there? your mic on. Can you mute everyone? Okay, good. Okay, good. So thank you once again for having me. So let me just take it from this point. But I would want to emphasize before I proceed that HVM being a medical service provider, right, is everyone has a space in this organization, whether you are a medical professional or not, right? In fact, uh, the role of non-medical professionals within the organization is very vast, and non-medical professionals would ensure that our programs continue to hold seamlessly, despite the fact that we have medical professionals who go ahead to do the main work during the outreaches. So, whether you are a photographer, whether you're a graphic designer, whether you are a web development person and you have signed up to volunteer with us, be rest assured that your role as a volunteer is deeply appreciated. Like so, talking about our member categories and benefits, all of us, while filling the form, you saw that we kind of did a segregation of membership where we said that you should choose whether you want to be a basic member, silver member, and the like. So we give all of those categories, and then we put an amount to it. So let me first of all clarify something. So when HVN started in 2018, and since 2018, we've been a full volunteer-driven organization, right? And over the years, we've been encouraging volunteers to donate to the organization. But we had we have a form of transformation which has come to the organization. And please, can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we have a transformation that's come to the organization. And at this point, I'm very glad to say that we are fully kicking off some of the new initiatives that we have planned to help the organization to sustain itself. And one of it is segregating. Please give me 30 seconds, please. Okay, so I'm back. So we have successfully navigated that transformation, and here we are with the membership segregation. So the entire purpose of the membership segregation is to find a sustainable means of getting the organization running. Because for everyone who knows what healthcare is in Nigeria, especially with disposables for healthcare, you know that if we truly want to sustain the organization, they consider funding as very important. So on this note, we, as part of our transformation, we moved from a completely volunteer-driven organization to a membership we are both a volunteer organization and a member organization. So we take everyone, both as volunteers and as members of of the organization. So for some organizations that are completely volunteer driven, volunteers do not have a say in the organization, but here, volunteers have a say. Volunteers can participate. Volunteers can uh, give advice to the organization's management on how they think that the organization can best be navigated. So we consider volunteers not only as volunteers, but also as members, helping us to navigate the organization. So we see everybody as being uh, members of the crew, and we do not see you as passengers on board. Right? So on that note, segregated the membership categories to have the basic membership, platinum member, royal member, and the lifetime. These categories uh, have a fee attached to it, and uh, aside the fee, there are also benefits that attach to all of this. Like, so I would just touch on some of it briefly, but as part of your startup kit, your membership startup kit, that has membership categories and benefits, so that whatever category you've chosen, you'll be able to see all of the benefits that accrue to that category. But whether you have chosen to be a bit somebody who has chosen not to make any financial commitment to the organization, right? So there are still benefits attached to being a basic member, and we still appreciate the in, despite the fact that you might not decide to commit your funds, right? But regardless of what you have chosen, we want to encourage. One of the things that everyone across board will enjoy, regardless of the category you've chosen, right, is the training and certificates. We consistently train our volunteers. We train our volunteers to do basic health checks, whether you are a medical professional or not. So that is one, right? And then we try to do a survey to know some of the training needs of our volunteers, and if need be, we bring in resource persons to support in that area, right? And one of the things that we also do, right? One of the things that we also do is to give a recommendation to our volunteers every time that they need it. And so we continue to give recommendation to our volunteers, and I can say that even this year, this is the month of February. This year, we've had to give letters of recommendation to 2 people already this year. So year in, year out, and we are able to give recommendation to our volunteers, some of which they use to seek scholarships, some doing their visa application and all of that. So it's one of the best things that we give to our volunteers. And trust me, recommendation letters are they are highly honored, right? Because we are a registered organization and we have a track record that can be verifiable by anybody who receives a letter. Right? So uh, being a volunteer with us, you uh, have already become part of the network, right, of passionate professionals who have decided to give their all to humanity. So within our volunteer space, we find people into media, we have people who are into IT, we have people who are directly in the medical line, like doctors, nurses, medical lab professionals, and all of it. And because we are part of this network, some of the resources, some of the tools, some of the questions that you may need answers to. You can just be able to find them within the network. Right? So imagine it is 10 p.m. and you have a medical emergency. Who comes to your mind? Who are you going to speak with first? Right? But if you being a part of this network, you might already have been able to connect with medical professionals that you can speak with at the tip of your finger. So this is one benefit that you cannot undervalue. And trust me, all of the people that you connect with will offer you the service that you require. Like so, uh, our donors. So who are our donors? Our donors are not just people from outside the organization. So because of membership segregation, we have both our internal donors and we have our external donors. Regardless of whether the donor is internal or external, we recognize our donors, right? We recognize our donors, we put your name out, we try to give you reports of what your fund has been able to do for the organization, right? So whether you have decided to put in 1,000 naira in a month, they have decided to put in 500 naira in a month, they have decided to put 1,000 naira in a month, they have decided to be a lifetime member of 500K and above, whatever it is, right? The rest assured that we recognize you and they will continue to give you reports on how your contribution is being used within the organization. So we are an organization that values communication a lot, and we give quarterly. We also do quarterly newsletters to our supporters and volunteers so that they know what is happening within the organization. So whatever you contribute, you know exactly how it is being used, right? And every year we do our annual report. In that annual report, you'll be able to see our financials. You'll be able to see various other things, including our impact and all of it. So whether you are in Lagos, you are in Ogun, you are in Oyo, you are in Abuja, wherever you are, so far the organization platform is actively running within your location, then aside being able to physically volunteer, you also be getting reports from what is happening within the organization in other locations that you are not residing. So let's take, for instance, you're a volunteer residing in Abuja, right? You'll still be able to get information of what the organization is doing in Lagos. Even activities are now happening within your space. So why we continue to do this? It's not just to let you know how your funds are being used, but to let you know the efforts that other volunteers are putting in to help us achieve our mission for the organization. So I think this is very important that we continue to mention what all our volunteers are doing within the organization, both in terms of donation and physical effort. Then also, when we talk of partners, we see, first of all our team members as partners. Like you are first partners internally, right? Because the mere fact that you have decided to put in your skills into service itself is partnership, right? So, and we are one organization that recognizes that, right? So, and then somebody who
Sorry, Edie.
believe
Sorry
that,
to cut you short, sir.
okay,
Please,
sir,
we have less than 5 minutes more.
okay, no problem. So we also believe that you'll be able to connect the organization with partners that will help to support our mission, right? That will help to support our mission and help us to achieve all of the goals that we've set out. So this year is to, number one, ensure that the organization is able to self-sustain itself right? In terms of finance, in terms of volunteer motivation, in terms of uh, virtually everything around the organization's health. Right? That is one of our core goals this year. One of our other goals this year is to directly directly deliver healthcare services to at least 2,000 people this year. So the healthcare services will include medical diagnosis, will include medical treatment of various kinds. And we believe that with you, right, with you, we'll be able to put all of this into reality. Right? So I think it's also best to mention before I go that we recognize that some of us are not in Nigeria and we've signed up to volunteer. Right? So we believe that there are areas where you can volunteer with us, even virtually, right? Especially in terms of media and communications, in terms of joining the volunteer management team, and also be a part of our secretariat, right? You can help us to manage our social media platforms. So there are, and we invite you to fully be a member of the crew and not a passenger on board. Thank you once again for having me. So, Mr. Ridwan, you can carry on the conversation.
Thank you so much, sir. And if we allow you to keep um, feeding us with the right information, I'm pretty sure that we are not going to leave here tonight. And I believe that we can share information with our audience, with our volunteers anytime. And I believe today's session is going to make positive impact. So um, I'm going again to um, order another slide, which the which is a grand rules, because as an organization we must have what we call rules. When you are starting any program or you're at a conference, you're standing on existing protocol, or you are getting your phone or you want to sign up for anything. That's a lot of things there, security and rules. So for HVN, we want your commitment. We want you to dedicate time and make effort to also uh, to assign tasks. When we give you tasks, you should, like when you are volunteering for any outreach or a program, you must be committed. You must be there, and also we treat others with respect. We treat other team members with respect, irrespective of where they come from, their color, their their tribe, where they come from. We don't look down on anyone. And the third thing is confidentiality. We protect sensitive information about our beneficiaries. Maybe we have somebody that is HIV positive, and you happens to be a volunteer. How do you manage that? So, and also punctuality. When we are called for events, meeting, we encourage our volunteers to be there on time, and also we work as a team. Yes, we work as a team. We collaborate effectively to achieve shared goals. And I believe most of you, or if not everybody, we have one or two, three things to have. So, how to join the movement? You have done the right thing by signing up, and which the team has brought you here for onboarding. So, I believe all of you, or if not 85% of volunteers here, have something to have. Please, um, we We appreciate it if we can raise our hand, then we do a roll call. We Once you raise your hand, then we call you by the number, and I'm pretty sure Zoom is going to give us number as we raise our hand. Please, you can raise your hand, then I will ask you to unmute, please. I will appreciate it if I can have almost everybody asking to ask the question. Please, we are 23, and thank you. I have somebody's hands up. Okay, I need more hands up, please. I need more hands. Please don't feel shy. If you don't want to say, if you are feeling like you don't want us to hear your voice, you can send a text. But you can mute yourself to ask your question, sir or ma.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, please, I want to ask a question. When are we resuming back to our programs? Because I noticed it's been a while. We last did it
Oh,
was done and nothing was shared on the group. So I want to ask, when next are we having our program?
okay. Thank you so much for that amazing question. Because for any organizations that want to grow, they must be active and engage their volunteers and make positive impact in their community. But I would like to answer the question like our president that we are going to hit the ground running. Uh, I I believe that anytime from now after the onboarding session, we are going to have series of programs that we have already planned ahead, and don't doubt it. By God grace, you are all going to be carried along. And if you notice, our way of communication this year has changed, and we want to make sure we know who are they, who is with us, and who is not with us. So as soon as we are sure of our members, trust me, we are going to have, by His grace, we are going to have a lot of outreaches, webinar, and also impactful programs. I hope I've answered you. And our ED said we are hitting the ground running immediately. So believe us, we are starting. We are doing something from after the onboarding. You will hear from us. We are not going to isolate us. We are not going to just keep our group or like keeping sick. So we are going to hit the ground running. So any other person, please, you can just unmute yourself. Don't raise your hand. You can unmute yourself and ask question. Please, I will appreciate it if you can ask question. Please, I will be more than happy.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Yeah, I want to ask about is there like a group for new volunteers? Because I just received a mail to join the onboarding session. I'm not on any group or anything. So I just want to confirm if a group has been created for new volunteers or that will
Uh,
be created after this onboarding call.
okay. Thank you so much for that question, madam. Um, the after the onboarding, we are going to be added to a group. We have existing groups. We have different groups. We have announcement group. We have Lagos. We have each it's that we have volunteers, we have group for them. So after the onboarding, we are not wasting the time as our ED rightly said that we are hitting the ground running immediately. So we are going to do that. And any other person? Okay. So while waiting for questions, and one of the one of the reasons why we are HVN is to also to network. So, is this in this section where we are asking questions and we are giving answer to it? We would like to know us more, know what we do, what we are doing, our current state where we are, just for us to know one each other. Please, starting from our ED, please kindly reintroduce yourself, followed by Mrs. Kafilat. Then I will join to reintroduce myself and what I do. So after three of us, other members will introduce themselves. But if you are feeling shy, if you don't want to talk, you can just share your you can tell us more about yourself in the comment section. Please, Edie, take a lead. Take a listen.
So I'll keep this very short. So my name is Abdul Basit Shodi Okemi, and I'm the executive director at the Health Volunteers Nigeria Initiative, where I'm presently the lead volunteer for the organization. Right. So I'm a public health administrator, right? And microbiology is my main core of study, right? And at the same time, I'm a public servant serving with the Lagos State government. So I think basically that's what I had.
Thank you so much for that, sir. Mrs. Kapila, please introduce yourself again, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Mr. Redwan. My name is Mrs. Akintomiwa Kafilat Olanike, and I am
I have
the
a suggestion in the chat.
Okay, please, hide, ma.
Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Mrs. Akintomiwa Kafilat Olanike, and I am the General Secretary of Health Volunteer Nigeria Initiative. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, ma. And for us to save time, I quite understand us that we can do this better in the group. And this will go a long way so that we know, even those who are not here, we can introduce ourselves. So, okay, that's fine. Without wasting much of our time, the time is fast spent, and we still have a lot of things to share with us. I'm just kidding. Okay. So after this, I will still introduce myself. Don't mind me. In order for us to save time, all volunteers, we encourage you to introduce yourself immediately after you have been added. So we are going to share the format of introduction, what you do, your name, and the state you have. That's very important. The city or the state so that it will help us to know, okay, we have somebody here, we have somebody there that we can, if you have anything, we can reach out to you, or if you have any conference happening within your territory, we can easily call you, we can easily register you for it. So thank you so much, everyone. And I don't know if our EDC have any other thing to say before we call it a day, sir. And okay, before calling ED, I would like to show us some of our work, what AGN has done in the past, and that will make me to share another screen with you shortly. Just give me a few minutes before we. Please, I will appreciate that person if the person can mute him or herself, please. Uh, please, can you confirm you can see my screen?
You can see your screen.
Oh, thank you. So, this is our official website. After this section, you can actually go there to see more about HVA and what we have done, what we are doing, and what we are still going to do. If I'm right, I think this is HVN Ogun State, and this is our official website. We have a lot of volunteers, and I can still remember all these beautiful faces that I can see here. I can see Ambassador Maka, Jane, Toyosi, Rama, and I forgot this person's name. It's now in another country. So volunteering and it's part of our work. I don't know if you can see my screen. Can we still see it, please?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So these are volunteers. This is what they have done, and this is part of our work. What we have done, and we have making part not only in Lagos. We have impacted lives in other states, in Kwara State, Ogun State, Osho State, um, Kwara State, and FCT. Yes. So this is not just word of my shakara, or we are just saying, okay, this is who we are, and we are not what we are. So this is part of our amazing work. This is what we do, and we strongly believe that we can, together with you, we can do better. So this is our ED, Mr. Shijuade Abdubashir. But okay, this is when we went to Agboyi. See us here. This is Agboyi K2. When we went to Agboyi K2, this is American Corner Space, and this is the same American Corner Space. I have a nickname in HVN, and that my nickname. It's only few people. If you are not an existing member, you will not know it. So, if you know the nickname, you can say it. So, these are our amazing teams. We have them here. We have Mr. Abdubashi, Tijade Akeme Shiloko, and we have Ambassador Amaka Okogo, and we have my good self, Ridwan Ademola, Director of Welfare and Volunteer Management. We have Mr. Erin Folami Johnson, we have Mr. Ismail Rutimi Lawal. We have our powerful madam in person of Mrs. Kafilat Olarewaju Akitomiwa. I call her Akin. And also, we have Mr. Omilani Debo. We also have Sister Aisha Abdulmajid. We have Sister Yusuf Mariam Oyindamola. We have Mr. Ika Chikwado Stephen Paul Lancelot. We also have Sister Malola Olabode, and we have More Tomiwa, Sister More Tomiwa Ribisala. So you can explore our website to know more, to see what we have done, to see what um, we are doing, and also to learn more about the organization. This is American Corner. I can still remember some of these beautiful faces. This is our ED, Mr. Shijuade. This is Mr. Adam Okweleyero. This is Mr. Jimilat. This is our Ambassador Maka. This is Sister Rabia. This is Mr. I forgot her name. And this person closing his eyes, I forgot his name. This is Grace. Brian KG, this is Brian
Sister
KG.
Yuba.
Yes, Uber, Brian KG. So just go to the website to learn more. You can see our advocate, our services, what we do, as mentioned in the slide. Medical outreaches, advocacy, training, education, volunteering, and charity. And please watch out for our State Yard charity that we normally do annual in every year, and AD is going to share more light, or after the onboarding, you will know more about it. So, if you still have more questions, please you can direct them to our AD, or you can ask any of the ESCO. Our number is available to chat with. Reach out to us, and trust me, we are there to answer all the questions you have. So if if you still have if you have any other question, please feel free to ask before we call it a day tonight. Any any question? So permission to take our picture, our group picture, and I will appreciate it if we can, if possible, for everybody to turn on their camera so that we can take a a picture. But if not possible, let's just leave it and I'll just capture our pictures like our name and everything like this. So Edie just share with us now that this month, February 11 is our anniversary. So we need to take notes of that, and also anniversary our anniversary this year is going to be something amazing, and we'll urge every one of you to be there. And if you have your friend that is also a volunteer with HVA and that is not on this call, please kindly relate and share all these things with for the person. And we are going by this by February 11 this year. HVA is going to clock 7 years of impacting lives and making positive impact in our community. So on this note, I would like to call Mrs. Kafila Tolariwaju to give us a closing remark before I call uh, our AD to give us final notes. Thank you.
Good evening again, Mr. Ridwan. Thank you so much for this enlightening session. I'd like to implore everyone to please be active volunteers, active members, because we sort of have when we have on body session, when we have everybody come around, afterwards we realize that some people are not really active again. I don't know. But I would like to implore us to please, sir, I'd like to please implore us to contribute in one way or the other. You can contribute by sharing whenever you see HVN post, by sharing, by liking, by commenting. You can contribute by talking to your friends, your neighbors about HVN and the work that they do. Whenever messages are being passed across on the platform, you can contribute by also, sharing it out there. And when we have outreaches, you can also attend these outreaches. We have meetings from time to time. Please try to
I think Mr. Mrs. Kasulat is